how food can in town on a cold and stormy night. With the snow blowers roar and taillight arrows, a case not black nor white. Eat, oh, the truth must show through snowbanks deep and dramas glow. With solo cups out high we flee. What really happened to poor John O'Keefe? She took the stand with the world glued to the stream. The whispers flew like nor'easter winds. Was it love or a deadly scheme? Heat, oh, and justice flow like bourbon round the backyard snow. With neighbors watching cold and tight. Did she pack up wrong with the frame that night? They say the party raged indoors while John lay still in snow so wide. But some cry out, this doesn't fit.
Well, you guys, I have no idea what to say about today other than what is going on. We have Alessi was kind of off his game, if I'm honest, at the start. I think that this witness's obfuscation, kind of redirection, chafing, or chaff, where they used to put out foil so it would confuse the radars in World War II. Basically, he is throwing out a lot of things that are confusing. And I can tell you, as someone who is not comfortable with this subject matter, yes, I hate math a lot. The problem is that most people do not feel comfortable with this kind of mathematics. It's a whole different world to us. We don't understand it. So what we need is this, expert to really explain it in a way that's not condescending. I feel like this expert is completely condescending. He introduces things in simple questions that don't need to be there. Alessi was struggling greatly to get him to answer any question, yes or no. He constantly corrected and asked Alessi questions, and what did come out, I think that is important, is that he didn't account for the berm being there if John was up higher, if he didn't calculate the force of the arm or the impact on the arm, even with his paint test. Yes, and basically what we got out of all of this thus far, halfway through, according to Alessi, is that we have no idea what happened, but we totally had an impact. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like reasonable doubt. And let me just say, for the record, on the record, run the record back, per Daryl Brooks, I am all fresh out of F's to give for this witness. He has been nothing but a condescending, smugly little butt monkey a boil on the taint of humanity, really. He has been condescending. He has been obstreperous. He has been downright, pedantic in some of the things he says. And honest to goodness, if I could, I would send him directly to Snake Island.
They're asking, they steal our grace, these monsters.
Wrong song. Anywho, Lord Chippy, not so much. He's not that bad, but Snake Island, I would do this. Now, this is the pinnacle witness for the state. And what I can tell you is that for me, and this is only for me, so I don't know how the juries are wild animals. They are unpredictable. It's like David Attenborough. We don't know what's going to stick in their mind and what won't. But what sticks in my mind is once a liar, always a liar. I don't trust Aperture. And now that it's come out that they have been given upwards of $300,000 per their contract. Now, I do realize that they've only gotten $48,000-ish right now. But the fact that they were basically contracted for more than $250,000 is sus as lip. As flippin' flack, look, it's sus as fuck. Let's be real. This man was the ultimate douche monkey. He was a mecha thunder cunt. And I say that, you know what? He made me want final form Jesus.
The key kept its grove, thou glowing shrine of thirst, traps, scams, and dollar signs. We chant in tones both grim and low, for virtue fled a long time ago. Kyrie eleison, Christe descendat, final form Jesus return in wrath, with six-pack glistening sword in He cometh swift to cleanse the land.
So you guys, that's kind of how I felt. And I really do think, and again, I am not trying to be a absolute, I hate math, no one else will get it. If I'm too dumb to get it, no one else can get it. I get that other people are understanding this, and maybe it's really easy for them, but I can tell you, if I am a stand-in for any juror, I am utterly confabulated right now. I get where Alessi is trying to go, but this witness is so damn difficult. And if Bev doesn't start reining in her courtroom and making sure that this man isn't reading notes, I would like someone to inspect his calculator, because I do think that he has some things on the calculator, because he's often looking down. Now, this is speculation station. Don't take, my word for it, as LeVar Burton would say on Reading Rainbow. But this is absolutely really hard, very dense, very scientific, and very, very, not everyday people don't use physics all the time. We don't talk in this language. We don't understand it. And I was hoping that this expert would be able to give something to, explain this. But what we have gotten is this expert doesn't know when John was hit, doesn't know exactly where he was hit, other than he is fairly sure because of the taillight damage that that's where it was, and testimony. He only regarded the testimony that didn't have Brian Higgins' Jeep in there because only a couple people testified to it. He again, seemed to lift things from Trooper Paul. There was a voir dire after all of the jurors were let home, and it looks like he lifted pictures and different things from different reports that he was given to put in his slideshow. Now, we weren't quite given why there was a voir dire. Obviously, it must have come up in sidebar. But again, Bev continues to move along, Mr. Alessi. How much longer? We don't want to keep this, expert witness away from, not managing his company as a senior vice president who signed the contract. Again, he had to be shown the contract to remember, oh, yeah, right, we were paid, or we have a contract for $300K. Now, honest to goodness, off the top of my head, I don't remember what Arca was paid, so I think it was $48K. Who knows? I am, again, not quite sure right at this moment. But I can tell you my general feeling at the end of this day is just confusion. I think Alessi is going to go home and maybe watch and try to see where he can get, this witness to do anything. But the fact that he is so, condescending, so dismissive, of someone who has intelligence, again, he is treating Alessi like he is stupid. And again, I do understand he's an expert and has more, knowledge in this, but sir, Mr. Witness Man, I want you to firmly grab your shoulders, very firmly. Get those metacarpals in there, get those metatarsals in there. I think metatarsals are your feet, never mind. Get those little phalanges in there, really dig in tight to your shoulders, because you are going to need to tug to get your head out of your ass. This is the kind of expert I don't like. This is the kind of expert that I think will rub juries wrong. But again, juries are wild animals. I don't know. But the fact that he said that a car could lift into space, that it was a possibility, he does have confirmation bias. The confirmation bias is there because he didn't inspect other possibilities. He did about 3 tests with the, Lexus. He claims that he went 24 miles per hour backwards in the Lexus. All of this is science adjacent, but it is not science. It is not replicable. You don't have, exact numbers. You have approximate, precision, which is an oxymoron. Again, as a whole, on the state's case, objectively, I think that, the interviews with Karen are more damning than anything the state has shown thus far. I do see where people are like, oh, well, they're proving their point, all of this. What I can say to those people is we haven't seen the defense's case, so let's give them. If the defense is listening to me, which obviously, I have like two very phallic, unintentionally hilarious children's toys in the background, so I doubt that they're listening to a crazy redhead on the internet. But I would have Arca come first. After all of this shenanigans, we need clear talking, clear to understand experts to show how experts are supposed to behave. Because honestly, throughout this entire case, these experts have been very good on direct and suddenly become petulant, angry, needing nap toddlers on cross. And it's really, really upsetting. It's really, really irritating when they are dismissive and combative on cross. I don't get it. Yet again, you have, rebuttal where your lawyer can try to fix things. You don't need to fight. That being said, I hope everyone gets a great night's sleep, and we will be back for a whole day tomorrow as a treat. I, like Baker, decided to play a little bit with a song. So, Walmart, what in the Walmart Rapture? Here it is. Let her rip.
Logged on this morning for some peace of mind, but TikTok said a gator drove a jeep through the blinds. Florida man's at it again with fireworks and a goat, and someone married a ghost in a Dollar Tree coat. Hey, what in the Walmart Rapture is going on? Aliens dancing in a Waffle House song. Karen's got a taser in the checkout line, and Dr. Oz just adopted birds to fight off crime. Oh, I'm just sitting here scrolling my jaw on the floor. The internet's a circus and I can't take no more. Yeah, when it's wildin', there's a raccoon in the sink. Someone robbed a Wendy's just to steal a frosty drink. A pastor's gone viral yelling about the end is near, while folks ride hoverboards in wedding gear. Hey, what in the Walmart Rapture is this mess? Florida's a movie, but it's filmed in VHS. Someone fed meth to a squirrel named Dave, and now he's in a cage just throwing.
So there you guys go. I think I am going to make it a bit longer so you can get the squirrel rave. But there you go. I'm probably going to use that with Mornings with Mo sometimes because, look, the song's just flippin' flapjack hilarious. That being said, like always, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, but have a sassy mouth and carry a can of bitch fire because people like this douche canoe are out there and they are wanting to silence you. They're wanting to condescend to you. They're wanting to use the fact that they might have an expertise against you. But real life experience also counts. Don't be fooled by, I have a degree, I know things. There's a difference between intelligence and wisdom. And, the difference is vast, stark, and the gulf between is very deep. So bye, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the song, and I will see you in the morning.